What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to bring you a video about a website that I found that does discounted tools. If you've been following us, you know we're a fan of TACKLIFE tools, and I actually was sent a link to this website from an associate and got on there and started checking it out, and I got to share this with you and show you what the deals are. It's pretty amazing. So let me jump over to my phone because it is a mobile site, and we'll pull it up and I'll do the screen capture there so you can see everything that I'm seeing. All right, guys, so here we are. This is bluewheel.com. Now, as soon as you go to the website here, you're going to come up, you're going to see they've got automotive, electronics, tools, household, sports and outdoors. They're running some ads up here at the top, which is not uncommon. But you can kind of scroll through and you'll see they've got some pretty good deals. 48% off this power charger, TACKLIFE hearing protection. There's several things on here, but going over to the tools section, there was one tool in here that really caught my attention, especially doing electronics and stuff, and that was this small heat gun. This is the TACKLIFE HGP35AC mini heat gun. It's powerful with 250 HR endurance. It comes with a reflector, which is going to be great for melting heat shrink tubing, which is primarily what I'd be using it for, working on electronics and stuff. But you look down here and it says $20.99, and then it says $45.99 with a line through it, 49.29%. You can buy it now for $41.39, or you can do $20.99 with a group purchase. So I'm going to click on this starting at $20.99 group purchase. Now that shows me a group of 2 is $29, a group of 5 is $20.99. I'm going to go with a group of 5 just to see what kind of deal I can get here. It brings it up, it shows me the price is $20.99. Now for me, I'm just going to go straight through PayPal. It's usually the safest and most secure way to purchase stuff online. It redirects us back. It's got free delivery on it on top of that. I mean, that you can't beat that deal. Now we are going to continue to the payment. It automatically inputs this discount code for me. Scroll up here. We're doing PayPal. We're using the same shipping address. So we are going to complete our order. All right, so there's still 4 people that need to purchase this, and I've got to invite friends to join the group of buying. So we're going to click on Facebook. It immediately brings us up here, and it wants you to say something about this, so we're going to be able to share it there, and I'm just going to put, hey, check out this great deal. And gonna post it to my story. No, my news feed. It'll be public, so we'll post. There you go. So now there's 23 in the next 24 hours. If there's 4 people that actually buy this, you'll be able to buy it at that discounted price. All right, guys, so there it is. It's that easy. You just run through, you put your information in, you share that, and then once you get through the process, as long as 4 more people purchase that product, you can get it at that discounted price. All right, so here we are. So it took about 8 days from the time I ordered this to the time it arrived at our door, and it looks like it shipped out of California. So it came, like I said, through this Blue Wheel website, and it's been pretty slick so far. I'm relatively impressed. The only thing is FedEx pretty much destroyed the packaging, which doesn't surprise me. A lot of times we see that. It was shipped just like you see it with the plastic wrapper and address label put on it. I opened the address label up and popped the end of it off just to make sure that it wasn't damaged inside and everything looks good. So let's go ahead and jump into this tool right quick though. We're going to open it up. First thing we're going to take out is going to be this little heat shield that goes on the end. It's more of like a air directional. So when you get ready to do heat shrink on a wire, you can basically set it right inside of there, and it's going to blow the air around the wire and do the heat shrink all the way around, instead of having to heat on this side, heat on this side, heat down here and up here. It's going to create that circular effect around the wire in order to help shrink that down. Now, a lot of times I would do heat shrink with just a lighter or a small little butane torch, and it worked, but as I progressed in my electrical stuff, I wanted to be a little more neater and a little more precise. So I had a big handheld heat gun, like a gun that you can use, and that works great, except it's super powerful, and it's also very cumbersome to hold that and try to work, especially in a confined space, inside a vehicle, or working on a radio box or something to that extent. So I really wanted to step outside and get a smaller unit, and this TACKLIFE is going to fit the bill. Now, out of the box, we get a user manual for the hot air gun. Looks like it's going to be pretty in-depth, which is normally what I expect out of TACKLIFE tools. They usually do a really good job in their user manuals, just for the fact that they explain the features and they explain how they work. Now we're going to jump right on over into the tool. We'll take a quick look here. You got cord strain relief back here on the back. Looks like a relatively longer cord. I'm not exactly sure of the length. It is a TACKLIFE tool. As we've stated before, I'm a fan of their tools. They've held up good. I use several of them in my handyman work. Looks like we've got a little kickstand here where we can set the tool up when we have the cord out. On-off switch back here, single stage. There's no dual stage to this little guy, which I wouldn't expect it to be. This is not a super huge heat gun. This is going to be more for intricate work. We'll go ahead and get the cord unwrapped here. Now, I want to get this plugged in, and as usual, we've got an outlet under the table. We'll plug that in too. So that is our heat gun. We've got it plugged into the outlet. Now this is our little adapter that goes on the end that controls our airflow, and it simply just pushes on, which is kind of neat for the fact that you can take it on and off. Now if you've been using it, I don't recommend grabbing a hold of it and taking it off, because it's probably going to be hot. If it starts to loosen up, it's got a split here. You could squeeze this together a little bit just to retension it. But right now it fits really snug onto the tool itself. You can turn it on. It's not super loud, but it's definitely generating heat pretty quick here. Did not take it long. That is already pretty warm to the touch. Like, I wouldn't want to grab a hold of it. So with that kickstand on there, we're going to be able to set it up. It's not going to lay on the table or lay on our work surface and do any damage. But what we'll do is I'll get this piece of wire here, and this is just a scrap piece that has one of the blue crimp connectors on the end that has the little forked opening in it to be secured. And I've got just a regular piece of heat shrink tube in here. I'm going to slide it up over here, and we'll put it over the end of the connector, basically just to isolate the end. Normally what I do is I take the ends off of these, the little plastic piece. I will crimp those on, and then I will solder the wire connection to the connector itself, and then I'll put a piece of heat shrink over it. Now this one came in an air conditioned kit unit. It was already crimped and set up and ready to go. But what we're going to do is we're going to slide this on there, and then I'm going to utilize the tool to actually melt this on. Now we'll just turn it on and hold it right here, and basically all we have to do is work it forward and backward. And it's drawing that heat shrink in. And what this little guide does on the back to divert the airflow is it sends the airflow all the way around it. So I'm not having to sit here and heat over here and heat underneath and everything. I'm not having to do that. It did everything for me. And that's what you see here. So I'm going to bring the camera in closer, And I'm actually going to put this piece onto the wire itself as if I had done a splice, and we'll heat shrink that down and I'll get you a close-up view of how this works. All right, guys, so that is the TACKLIFE tool that was purchased through bluewheel.com. Seems to be a pretty good, legit website. You do have to keep in mind, though, in order to get their discount pricing, you have to come up with a group of people that are going to purchase this item. Considering you could buy this for a fraction of the cost, I had a couple of people that I had messaged on Facebook and told them, hey, I found this. Are you interested in giving it a shot? And we got together, and the 5 of us decided to purchase one of these. Now, you can do it as many as 2 or 5 from what I've seen on the website, and I showed you that in the beginning of the video. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind when you're looking at these tools, talk to your friends, reference back and forth with them, and you just need a couple of people to commit to order with you in order to get a huge discount when you buy in bulk like that. So guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Listen, stick with us. We're going to be coming to you with more videos. We'll have more tool reviews. We're probably going to be doing some work with this Blue Wheel again, just for the fact that their website seems to be pretty legit, and they've got a quality product that they're offering. This TACKLIFE tools, I'm a fan. They make good tools. The stuff that I've got has held up really well. So if you're interested in this heat gun here, this is the hot air gun model HGP35AC, and I'll put that in the description so you can reference it. I'll also have a link to the Blue Wheel website, and you can go there and check it out for yourself. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Stick with us. Like I said, we'll be coming to you with more.